Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Season 2, Week 50 of the DC Sports Digest. A lot to cover as usual this week, so without further ado, let's just get started. Starting with the Nats, they finished up their season, losing the White Sox series, and ultimately ending with a 66 and 96 record. 5 games worse than last year. It was not a great season. Obviously, we're looking really promising with a lot of young players, young talent, and hoping to improve on 2 straight 71 win seasons, and we just go backwards, which is really unfortunate. It just really just showed the issues with our team. I have a lot of faith in Paul Taboni, the new head of baseball ops, but it's gonna take some effort from the ownership to be willing to spend and be willing to support Taboni in order to rebuild this team again. So we'll see what happens with that. I will keep you guys updated for everything that happens in the off season. But that's really all I have for the Nats season. It was nice to see Michael A. Taylor retired. Played his last game versus us, which was cool to see. Definitely one player I remember as I was younger, so that was cool. We also released Darren Baker, and I want to congratulate Dalen Lyle for winning Rookie and Player of the Month for September. He had a really strong September, and hopefully he can carry that into next season. That's all I have for the Nats. Congrats to them on finishing a pretty bad season. On to the Wizards, not really too much for them, but they have started their training camp, and their first preseason game is next Sunday, so that's very exciting. On to the Caps, they are almost wrapping up preseason. They beat the Devils and the Blue Jackets. Unfortunately, lost to the Bruins, lost their undefeated preseason. Tom Wilson got a Gordon Howe hat trick, so he had a goal, assist, and a fight in the game versus the Blue Jackets. So that's nice to see already in mid-season form for Tom Wilson. And our final game is the preseason games this week versus the Blue Jackets. We also have our first regular season game this week versus the Bruins, so really excited for that. Hopefully, we can start the season off strong. That's all I have for the Caps. On to the Commanders. Pretty unfortunate loss last week to the Falcons, losing 34-27. Michael Penix had a really good game, also exposing our defense. Mikey Sayers still did get us our first defensive turnover, but it was definitely not enough for that defense, which was not great. The offense didn't really help us out that much. Mariota still played pretty well aside from a 1 interception. Luke McCaffrey had a solid game, but the offense wasn't really helping the defense, but it was mainly the defense, I will say. The defense was not very good. They'll have to step it up, especially this coming week against the Chargers. One positive from the game is Matt Gay had his best game, made all of his kicks. He looked really good. He looked like a starting caliber NFL kicker, so that was great to see. Hopefully he can keep that up. Other positive news is Jaden Daniels is going to return this week. He's in a knee brace, so his movement will be slightly hindered. Expect him to be in the pocket a little bit more, which he can definitely do. But he will be back and hopefully not too hindered with the knee brace. We also signed Robbie Chosen to the practice squad, receiver. I don't think he's going to play this week. There was a little bit of uncertainty if Debo is going to play or not, but he is going to play. So expect Robbie Chosen to stay on the practice squad. Sam Cosney practice window also open, so he will hopefully be ramping up for a return, which is great. And there may be other injuries, but I'm pretty sure the 3 I'm sure are going to be out are Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, and Sam Cosney versus the Chargers. So if that is all it ends up being, those are huge pieces on the offense. But if that's all it ends up being, that is all things considered not terrible. I think we got John Bates back, a couple other guys back. Obviously Jaden Daniels back. So injury bugs hit us pretty bad, but we're starting to get a little bit healthier, which is really good, especially against a tough team like the Chargers. They did lose to the Giants last week, but it's gonna be a tough team. They have a solid defense, obviously really good offense with Justin Herbert. But yeah, it's going to be a really tough game, but a game we honestly need to win to get back to 3 and to get to a winning record in Jaden Daniels' homecoming game, going back to LA where he grew up. That's all I have for the Commanders. Good luck to them against the Chargers. On other DC sports news, DC United lost to Philly. Their next game is today versus Charlotte. Washington Spirit beat Houston, and they tied Gotham in the CONCACAF Women's Champions Cup. Their next game is tomorrow versus San Diego. DC Power didn't have any games this week, but they have a game today versus North Carolina. And for the Mystics, Kiki Irifian and Sonia Citron made the all-rookie team. Congrats to them, capping off some amazing rookie seasons. My weekly awards, I have the Nationals beating the White Sox 6-5 in their last winning game of the season. My player of the week goes to Tom Wilson, because even though it's preseason, it's a great accomplishment to get a Howie hat trick. And my team of the week goes to the Capitals for a 4-1 preseason record. Again, it's preseason, but obviously really good to see. That's all I really have for this video, so thank you guys for watching. Check out the Instagram and like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye.